For coming. I'll go ahead and read the particulars. Yeah? Okay. The notice of the public hearing was posted in the Kent County News on June 5th, 2025, and the notice was posted online at kentcounty.com. A copy of the public notice is in the June 13th, 2025 administrative hearing packet. Letters were sent to adjacent property owners on June 2nd, 2025, and the properties were posted on June 3rd, 2025.
So I'm Carla, I'm Carla Gerber. I am the Deputy Director of Planning, Housing, and Zoning. Rob Tracy is our Associate Planner, and he is presenting the staff reports today, and then Beth Grebe is serving as clerk. Ms. Grebe has already read into the record the notice and other pertinent information pertaining to the posting of the hearings. So I'm just going to ask both of you right now to raise your right hand, and I'm going to go ahead and swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is true to the best of your belief and knowledge?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to start with you, Mr. Dye. Yes. And if you just tap the button. Yep. If you'll please state your name and address.
Chandra Shane Dye, and it's 7420 Quaker Neck Road, Chestertown, Maryland, 21620.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Tracy?
Thank you. Mr. Dye is requesting an administrative special exception to construct a 1,700 square foot pool building on a property less than 5 acres. The proposed building will be located in the rear yard and will be used for the storage of boats, RVs, and other miscellaneous equipment. The approximately 0.64 acre property is located at 7420 Quaker Neck Road in Chestertown in the 7th Election District and is zoned rural residential. The size of the structure being 1,700 square feet with a mean height of 14 feet on a property less than 5 acres necessitates the need for an administrative special exception. The administrative special exception standards are outlined in Article 7, Section 2, and staff comments in regards to those standards are as follows. The building will be located in the rear yard, and according to the applicant's site plan, the proposed accessory structure will be approximately 68 feet from the west side property line, 10 feet from the east property line, 181 feet from the front or south property line, and approximately 40 feet from the rear/north property line. And according to aerial imagery, the northwest and east property lines have an existing tree line. The existing 28,968 square foot parcel is currently improved with a single family dwelling. The site is approximately 1.6 miles from Emmanuel United Methodist Church near Pomona and is 1.9 miles from the Kent School. There are no known community impacts on facilities and services. The comprehensive plan is neutral on this matter, and the proposal is consistent with the ordinance. Staff would recommend approval with the following condition: that the special exception hereby granted would elapse in 2 years if no substantial construction in accordance with the plans herein presented were to occur. I'm happy to answer any questions. Sure.
Mr. Dye, do you have anything to add to what Mr. Tracy has said?
No, everything's correct. Thank you.
Now, just out of sort of a general question, do you have to extend your driveway to get back to this building?
No.
No, okay. And I believe I saw that you're replacing a shed that was already in that location. Okay.
Correct.
All right, so staff, I would, so we have nobody online, we have nobody else in the audience, so I can go on ahead and make a decision that I hereby find that by incorporating the staff report and the application materials into the record, that the proposal does meet with the requirements of the land use ordinance for special exceptions and is consistent with the comprehensive plan. And so therefore, I am inclined to grant approval of this application with that condition that it would lapse after 2 years if there has been no substantial construction. So,
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
you will be sent a written decision, and I know you're waiting on your building permit, so that'll come soon as well. Yep. Okay. Mr. Jantz, do you want to come forward?
Mr. Chance is requesting a 24-foot variance from the 50-foot front-back setback requirement to construct a single-family dwelling in an attached swimming pool. The 32,408 square foot property is located at East Beechwood Road, tax map 7, parcel 295, lot 1 is in lot 2, in the first election district and is in critical area residential. The applicant The applicant is proposing a 59-foot by 45-foot single-family dwelling and a 40 by 24-foot swimming pool. Article 5, Section 5.5 outlines the setback requirements for the critical area residential zoning district. The variance standards are set forth in Article 9, Section 1.2. And variances require what's called a practical difficulty. In this instance, the practical difficulty is not a result of the applicant's actions, instead is caused by the location of the approved septic reserve area and the size of the parcel. There are no known substantial detriments to the adjacent or neighboring properties that would be caused by the variance. There are no known houses of worship, schools, public structures, or other places of public gatherings immediately adjacent to the property. There are no known impacts on community facilities and services. The comprehensive plan is neutral on this matter. The proposal is consistent with the intent of the ordinance. Staff would recommend approval of the 24-foot variance from the minimum 50-foot variance front yard setback requirement with the following condition: that the variance would lapse after 2 years if no substantial construction in accordance with the plans herein is presented were to occur.
Thank you. Mr. Jantz, can you please state your name and address for the record?
David Chance, 10014 Peacock Corner Road, Millington, Maryland.
Thank you. Do you have any additional information?
Nothing to
you'd like
add to
add?
the application, no.
We did have a couple of questions for you. The area that's noted as the pool, I assume that that is also some sort of deck with a pool in it, or, I mean, how much of the 25 by 40 is pool and how much of it is deck?
I don't have the specifics on that, but it's not really deck. It would probably be more, concrete area,
Okay.
patio type area that, would lead and would surround the pool area.
Okay,
But that area there encompasses everything, including the pool and the surrounding patio area.
okay. And how large is the proposed house?
17, a little over 1,700 square feet
Okay,
of, living area.
right. And does it have a attached garage?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yep. 24, I think it's 24 by 25 maybe.
All right. And can see the septic system on here, and does the placement of the house has been approved by the health department?
No, because the permit hasn't been,
No, but I mean, the health department has, I know they've reviewed it for TAC, and I don't think
For the-
they were okay with this, where the corner of the house is in relation to
the septic reserve area.
the septic reserve area.
Oh, because it doesn't, intrude into that SRA area.
And have you clarified, I know when we saw this at TAC, there were some questions concerning the location of the well. Has that been clarified?
Not the exact location, but it would need to meet all the setbacks.
And you feel certain that given, I guess it was on two different, the health department had one plat that had the well in one location, and then with this variance application, you had submitted with the well in a different location. And you feel certain that
Yeah, because the
you can meet the well setbacks, you can meet the septic reserve setbacks, and where the house is placed for this variance?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, finding that there is sort of an unusual size and shape to the property, and the location of the septic reserve area, creating a limited building area, I am inclined to grant the request for the variance, taking into account and including in the record the staff report and the materials submitted with the application. The variance would lapse after 2 years if no substantial construction in accordance with the plans herein presented were to occur. And with that, your variance is granted.
Thank you.
The decision will be sent to you in writing within the next couple of weeks, and then the building permit could be issued after 30 days.
Okay, thank you.
And that now concludes our administrative hearings. So thank you very much. Thank you.